This is your fucking moment. You only get one moment in life.
My throat's sore. I've had a sore throat for a month and a half. And this is not an acoustic environment that's suitable to request this from me.
I don't give a fuck.
Your language is offensive. Fuck you. It's called mind fucking. You ever been mind fucked before?
Hiding your valuables in your anus.
Oh my God! Why does this keep happening to me?
Broadcasting live from the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio in downtown Cleveland.
This is the funnest night ever.
And the nipples. I'll take 2.
On MorningshowCentral.com.
Don't interrupt me again.
Okay.
You think you got issues?
Please, enlighten me.
Wait till you get a load of these clowns.
Who the fuck are you?
Come here to get your weekly fix of Sick and Twisted.
Yeah, it's got its tongue up my ass.
No.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Come on in. Oh, and bring your whore. We'll all do some blow.
What the fuck's going on?
On MorningshowCentral.com.
Yeah, that was probably the first sign of the apocalypse.
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
Have you guys noticed that you guys, how many shows have you played since you've been together? You said 9 months, 5 shows?
Yeah. 5 shows.
And have you guys noticed that you get booked with bands that are completely different than what you guys sound like?
A couple were completely.
Yeah.
Are you guys fine with that, though?
Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected.
The show
especially
Color
early
Forms
on.
was really good. I mean, we did a show with this band called Color Forms at a kind of artsy place called Bella W that you wouldn't normally see a metal band at. Mm-hmm. And we went over really well. I mean, there was no admission at the door, but like people tipped us and we all made money that night, even though it was supposed to be a free show. That was awesome.
That was a pleasant surprise, actually getting money.
It's closing in. All this emptiness. It surrounds me. With everything.
First things first. Fuck you, Ron.
I feel I just know. Oh, it's changing.
That SOB didn't even have the common decency to call me and let me know that this band canceled.
It doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't sleep without you here.
Well, they didn't cancel. He's like, oh, I forgot to tell you. They're next week, Chris. Oh, really, Ron?
I just want to let you know that you make me weak, and now I feel I'm surrounded.
And the other thing I want to say real quick is fuck Whitney Houston.
All these memories, they surround me.
I'd like to see someone fire me about saying fuck Whitney Houston. That's right. I don't work for Clear Channel.
Now only broken dreams are all that I found. Oh, it's killing me. Now I feel like you got the best of me. It doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't sleep.
I cannot believe they lowered the flag for that freaking crackhead.
Without you here. I just want to let you know that you make me weak, and now I feel I'm surrounded. I'm caught in my feelings again. They're ringing out.
You know, I could be at Peabody's right now. I could have just said screw the show, and I could have been hanging out with Wayne Static from Static X because he's here in Cleveland right now.
Inside my
I didn't want to leave my boy Joe Dirt hanging, though, because he wanted to do the show tonight.
It's in everything that exists. The walls are slowly closing in. And now I can't pretend.
Well, I mean, you could have told me ahead of time. You could have gone to Peabody's. I could have went to the Q and watched, LeBron destroy the Cavs.
Shut up. Well, I want to come back to Cleveland. Well, I can't get a ring in Miami. Well.
I just want to let you know that you make me weak, and now
No, Bonnie, I will not do that. I may cut the show short, yeah, but the other part of that message that you said in the chat room, absolutely not, dude. Absolutely not.
it doesn't matter where I go,
He wants to get me divorced. That's what he wants to do.
because I just can't sleep without you.
Just ask your wife.
I'll come back with no penis or something if I walk through the door.
Just want to let you know that you make me weak, and now I fear I'm surrounded.
All right, you want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742 or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. Joe Dirt's in there. I'm in there. I think our intern's in there. I believe so. Nope, not yet. She's not in there yet, but she will be. Good show for us tonight, I think. We were supposed to have the band Shades of Remembrance on the show tonight, but evidently Ron dropped the ball. He was the one that booked this, and as you know, sometimes when Ron books things get screwed up and don't come to fruition because he doesn't know how to tell people that, hey, no, they're on next week, not this week. And that's what I got from him about 6 o'clock tonight saying, oh, by the way, I seen the website. No, Shades of Remembrance is on next week. And I'm like, I've been promoting it for the whole entire month. This month is almost over. And I've been promoting that they're going to be on tonight. So if you are listening to the show right now and hoping to catch Shades of Remembrance on the show tonight, they're not going to be on this week but stick around though. Don't go nowhere. But Ron dropped the ball. That's all I can say. He dropped the ball.
Come on, Ron. What the hell?
I know. I don't know what his problem is, man. He's dumb. What'd you do you weren't here last week.
I wasn't here last week.
So what did you do? I mean, why were you gone?
Last week, officially was doing the moving, moved from Ravenna to Parma Heights. Spent all of last weekend doing that, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That was a nice little adventure doing that. Especially Saturday, that's when me and my cousin did the bulk of the moving. And, of course, it was a blizzard Saturday. So moving during a blizzard, that's always fun, right? It took us all day to do that.
No, Bunny, he didn't get drunk and fuck some chicks. Remember, he hasn't had any sex yet. I mean, but one time. One time, I said it one time, that's it.
Yes.
The rest of the times it's either blow up dolls or his hand.
Yeah.
All right, so, yeah. I tried to get him laid a few times. And
I've struck out with many girls.
Exactly.
Ranging from handshake girl to...
Lacey Connor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And everyone in between,
Yeah, we tried to get the chick from VH1 Rock of Love, Lacey Connor, hooked up with Joe Dirt. And she wouldn't have no part of him at all, man. None. That's crazy, dude.
Yes.
All right, so you moved, you got into the new house, everything's working out okay, everything's settled?
Yep, got settled in and everything, and moving all the furniture, that's always fun. And like the best part was, moving my cousin's couch. It's a pretty big couch. We couldn't fit it in the elevator, so we had to take it up the steps to the third floor.
That's gotta suck.
That alone right there took us like a half hour to do.
It's gotta
trying to
suck,
how
dude.
do we turn this over, maneuver it? Okay, we got it. All right, now we're halfway up the first floor. We got 2 more floors to go.
Right.
So yeah, and like some old lady that lives there was telling us like, oh, why don't you tie a rope down around that and bringing it up through the balcony because we also have a balcony. I'm like, yeah, we're definitely gonna do that.
Right, two guys trying to hoist up a
balcony.
yeah,
like, we're either gonna kill ourselves or kill someone
below. Yeah,
yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
Like, yeah, we're not doing that. Okay.
Yeah, Bunny's gonna love this. The next little thing I'm gonna show him. Back in the day when I used to do the shows from my house, we used to have this thing called a stalker cam, okay, type of thing. And it looked like you were, it looked like you're in a grocery store. The camera did.
Like the surveillance cameras.
Yeah. So, Bunny, this is for you, buddy. Right there, buddy. That's the green room. And right there is the new and improved stalker cam here at MSC. We finally got it installed, and that's the green room right now. That's the infrared camera going on. That's in the green room right now. That's where Shades of Remembrance should be right now. But they couldn't make it.
Come on, Ron.
Right.
Why are you dropping the ball?
He screwed up, so that's the new
What's wrong with people named Ron that work for MSC?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. Yeah, Ron Beasy. Now, what happened?
Yeah. We had an intern, former intern.
That guy was a nutcase. I'm sorry. He's a nutcase. Had no idea what he was doing. I tried to help him every which way I possibly could, but there was no helping this man. None at all. But here's the thing.
But
if you tune in on Sunday, I think not this Sunday, but maybe I think the following Sunday or something, maybe next Sunday. He's trying out for the Sunday Hangover show.
The co-host.
As the co-host, right.
Yeah.
So that's got to be fun.
I've been following along a little bit. Like, they're
Right.
doing like a tryout thing.
Yeah, they're doing a tryout thing. They're trying
tournament type of thing, trying to find a new co-host.
Basically, yeah. The guys from the Sunday Hangover show, Kevin from the Sunday Hangover show, he had to go. And now Alan, the host of the show, is trying to find a replacement for his show right now. And he's got all the contestants picked and ready to go, but one of them is one of our ex-interns here at MSC. I don't know why he threw him in there, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, who knows? It could work out.
It could work out. It may not
work out. It could be terrible. Who knows?
I don't know, man. Could be.
I'll try out.
Yeah. No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Are you crazy, dude? No, I got you on the UNN. That's all you need right now.
I'm locked.
Yeah, you're locked in, dude. You got a contract for 10 years.
That's right.
You're good.
Yeah. I like the show better.
Doesn't pay too much
Works.
either. Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing.
A pat on the back every now and then.
Yes. And a day off every now and again. All week.
Yeah.
All right.
What did you do during the week? Besides think of a 2-hour rant about Whitney Houston.
Dude, I got this thing. I've been.
We're like we were talking about before the show. This whole show could just be about Whitney Houston.
Yeah. I was telling
if
Joe,
you wanted to make it.
I told Joe Dirt. I said, dude, I'm sorry, but you know what? I may just talk Whitney the whole entire 2 hours. This really, really pissed me off. The whole entire story, the everything that's going on with her, and this, that, and the other. But we'll get into that in a minute. What I did over the week and the weekend and everything, all that crazy nonsense. Well, I was here at the studio. I was doing some stuff at the studio here. I was yesterday on General Issues, the show that airs here every Thursday night with Jen and Jen, two females that do a show here at MSC. She broke her lava lamp here in the studio, and behind the desk is a big, giant purple stain from the lava lamp that she broke. And I spent close to maybe 2.5, maybe 3 hours scrubbing this thing, and I still can't get the stain out. Yeah,
it's get like half of it out, some of it out, almost all of it.
Some of it though. But the carpet's toast over there, so I'm glad it's concrete underneath.
Right,
it's not going to be too bad. But you know
Did it break like during the show, like live during the show?
It actually broke after the show.
After the show?
Yeah, when she was putting it away, she used Butterfingers and dropped it. And it fell and hit the concrete ground and shattered in a million pieces. And I also looked into what's in a lava lamp to find out exactly, what you can use to clean it up. And there's all kinds of crazy ingredients in there. Oil, dye. And then I was reading this. I said, what would take out lava lamp goo? You know what I'm saying? And the second sentence is, you could get everything out except for the dye. Highly impossible. And I said, I spent 3 hours scrubbing it. Now I find out I can't get the dye out. So, yeah, I'm kind of screwed.
You spend 3 hours like, all right, I'm going to find out a
Right.
quick way to clean this. Oh, by the way, you can't clean it.
Exactly.
You can't get rid of this.
3 websites said the same thing. You can't get this out. Once it hits the carpet, you're done.
Like, I should have looked up this before I even
Right, exactly.
attempted to clean.
I got cut in the process because there was still glass on the ground. So my hand got all cut up and everything from it. I got glass in my fingers trying to,
Got a boo-boo.
Yeah, I got a boo-boo.
You got Band-Aids.
But that was Thursday, but and Tuesday was a pretty good show. Project X on Tuesday night, 7 to 9 right here on MSC. They hooked up Girl from the show, the co-host, one of the co-hosts on Project X. She's going out on a date with one of the listeners. He used to go to broadcasting school, the same school you went to.
Okay.
And they came in.
Is it me? No.
No. They came. We should have hooked you up.
Yeah.
But
Joe Dirt and a girl.
Right.
Or girl.
Yeah, that's her name. They call her Girl on the show. So, they had 3 eligible bachelors. Well, the 3 eligible bachelors were, you have to go back and watch the show. I'll tell you who the bachelors were. Was the guy from the Saturday show. His name is Squeeze. He's a big, partly black man. All right, he was on the show. Von Erich from Everything in Between. Okay, and then the third one was the actual listener. Okay. And he came in. He was the winner. All right, he was the actual winner. He got the date and everything. But they wanted to play the dating game. We got, and the prize. What we did is we got her gifts too. She talked about on the show a long time ago about, I guess, how her doctor, she went to the doctor and her doctor told her not to use, to use vegetable oil to lube herself up because she was dry down there
for sexual activities.
And everybody on the show is like, vegetable oil? Why would your doctor tell you to use vegetable oil? Well, I think she was kidding. I'm not sure. But so one of the gifts was a bottle of Wesson cooking oil, okay, and some really, really obnoxious smelling roses. And the roses were plastic, and they smelled like tuna fish.
Ah,
right.
How is that possible?
I bathed them in tuna fish juice, so they soaked for about 4.5 hours before I took them out to let them dry. And the whole entire time, the guys. They had guests too. The Project X did. They had a band in studio. The whole entire time, the green room smelled like nothing but rotten fish. So it was hilarious. And the door was shut because the bachelors were in there, and they didn't want them to see.
So they had to be trapped in a room.
They were trapped in a room with
fish.
So it was great, though. It was a great show. It worked out really well. So they got the date this Saturday, tomorrow. At 1 p.m., they're going to be doing it at some Starbucks or something like that here in Cleveland or whatever.
Where dreams are made.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So they're going to Starbucks for their date. So
that's high class.
Well,
usually I go to like McDonald's or. Well, I mean, that's just me.
You got to start off small. You got to go to McDonald's. Or to a Starbucks for a cup of coffee. Sit down to get to know each other.
Make sure you have coupons and.
Right.
Well, that's just me.
And we're gonna film this whole thing too. We got Rooster that's on the show. He just came into the studio a few minutes ago to grab a HD camera from MSC. He's going to film this whole entire thing that's going to be up on the Project X show this coming Tuesday. So you might want to tune in for that if you're around the computer on Tuesday at 7. But it was really funny. So that was basically my week, though. I had 2 highlights of the week, Thursday and Tuesday, and the rest of it was just doing station stuff. That's about it, though.
And ranting on Whitney Houston.
Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my break early.
Okay.
So that way when I do come back, I can talk about Whitney Houston.
And this may be a long rant. Who knows? It may be a short rant because he's got so much to say. Maybe he doesn't want to say it all. Who knows?
I'm probably going to say a lot. And if people out there that are...
Get your timers ready.
I'm telling you right now, if you are a fan of Whitney Houston and you like her music, look, I'm not dogging her music. I'm not dogging her career. But there's certain things that I'm going to talk about when I come back. So you listen to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Uncensored net noise.
It's electronic.
Yeah, so's my vibrator. But I don't have to sit in the chair and listen to it for an hour and a half.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Joe Dirt, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out. Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network.
Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe the Printer Guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy.
Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand,
Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement.
It's now available at retail locations across the country,
as well as online at ReduxDirect.com.
That's ReduxDirect.com.
Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network,
where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world.
Cocaine Energy Supplement.
You can become a member. You can become a member
by logging on to lovecocaine.com.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
Hey, Unsigned Bands.
You are jam-packed.
Hey, Unsigned Bands.
Want your music heard?
Yeah! Shoot us an email with the name of the band and the MP3 of the song.
Send it to show@morningshowcentral.com.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network
on morningshowcentral.com.
If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style.
Lifestyle Limousine Service.
Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service.
Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com.
Reserve your ride now.
330-903-0508. 330-903-0508.
Lifestyle Limousine Service.
And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel
dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy.
With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services,
you can be confident your station will be all it can be.
Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com
and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
Coming at you from the rock and roll capital, it's an exciting and fast-paced global forum
with the man who knows how to help get your band even better.
Yeah! Doc Rock tackles industry issues with informed guests
and invites your questions, concerns, and tales of band life.
There's never a dull moment in Doc's world of showbiz.
He cares about artist issues and escalating your talents.
So make an appointment with Doc Rock on Band-Aid.
Thank you!
Tuesday night, starting at 9:05.
Only on MorningshowCentral.com.
Join host Brian for Dominion Live Chicago every Friday night, 11 p.m. Central to 1 a.m. Right here
on MorningshowCentral.com.
Got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Oh, ow!
What? Oh, ow! Send us an email.
Hit the Contact Us page on MorningshowCentral.com.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
Uncensored Net Noise.
Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Morning Show Central Radio Network.
MorningShowCentral.com. Don't touch that mouse.
Besides, you don't run the same gag twice. You do the next gag.
MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com. What do you need to know about the Sunday Hangover Show? The name says it all.
Leave it alone, man.
The Sunday Hangover Show. Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on MorningShowCentral.com.
Prepare to get your cock rocked to kingdom come.
Welcome back to the show that doesn't discriminate. We'll bang everyone equally.
You can handle that? You got a job.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742. exclusively on Uncensored Net Noise.
Who doesn't like sex? I love sex, right? You like sex, Corey?
Oh, come on.
Oh, I know. You're a horn dog on Facebook, man. How would you like to be 38 KKKK? That's the size of a woman's breast.
38 KKK.
Sounds like some racist boobs, though.
Yeah.
Right. Well, evidently, this lady, she got into a car accident. And what saved her wasn't the airbag. Those are what saved her.
Jesus.
38 KKK. Dude, those things are huge.
And her last name's Hershey. So she had the milk for the Hershey Highway while she got in the accident.
That's funny. Furball.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
All right, you want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742, or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. And if you missed last week's show, go to our website, uncensorednetnoise.com. Check out last week's show. It was really good. I got punked on last week's show. I did. Joe, I got clips coming up during the show here that I think the guest that we had on the show from last week, I don't think it was him. I don't think that was the guest that we're supposed to have on. I was thinking it was more of a roadie that did one of the shows for that artist, and I think I got punked last week. I could be wrong. I don't know yet though, but I still haven't got a response back from Tim King from Soil. I think he's still pissing himself and laughing so hard, and he doesn't want to tell me. He did reply back to me, and he goes, "That damn Riggs," and that's all he said. So that right there is telling me that I may have been punked. So I'll share that email with everybody up on the website, uncensorednetnoise.com. Like I said, if you missed any of the show from last week, go to our website, uncensorednetnoise.com. And if you, like Joe Dirt says, go to the very first show, and you might like it. Yep. You might hate it. I don't know.
Who knows? There might be a difference.
Yep.
Comparing the very first show over 5 years ago to last week's show, or today's show even.
It was a train wreck 5 years ago, man. Sorry. It was a train wreck. Dude, I was doing it from my house. Dogs barking, kids running around. Well, my daughter running around. Actually, not kids, but a kid running around the house. Mommy, I got to use the bathroom. And then coming out, and I got a band in the living room, or actually in the dining room. A lot of people thought I was doing the show from my kitchen, and I wasn't doing it from my kitchen. It was from my dining room. And Bastard Bunny, he would always rag on me about my ashtray that I had. I had my ashtray on my desk, and he would actually see my ashtray, and I would smoke during the show too. And he'd actually see me smoking a cigarette or something on the air. I can't do that here. Eventually, down the road, it's going to happen because I'm working on something really, really huge for MSC.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to require a move. So,
crap.
But here's the thing. It's ours.
Okay.
So,
that's good.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about shit no more. Not that there's nothing going on here. Everything's fine here. It's just that I want something that we can say it's ours.
Right.
You know, if I want to put a stripper pole in the middle of my studio, I can do that.
Hell yeah.
You know, that's what I want.
And hire some strippers.
I want the ultimate man cave. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I keep telling my wife, I says, look, because we watch that show on I do. I watch that show on DIY called Man Caves.
Right.
Dude, and I see all these different things that they do. That show is amazing, man. I want the baseball one. The baseball man cave. That's what I want. And I don't have the room at my house to do that. And I don't have a man cave to do that. So I'm going to buy a building and make it a man cave.
Right.
That's what I'm going to do.
Do you at least have, the understanding wife that would let you have your man cave, whether it's at home or at your workplace?
Well, I don't think she's going to mind too much. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to be at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she might say, well, why are you spending so much time at the studio now? Well, I'm at my man cave. So,
honey, when are you going to be home?
Exactly. I'll be home tomorrow.
Later. You said that 5 hours ago.
I don't know. It's something about this studio here. I want to get out of here after I'm done. I don't want to wait around. I just want to go home.
Right.
I want something where I can just go there and say, you know, it's mine. You know,
it's like your personal kingdom.
It feels like I'm not. It feels like I'm breaking into this place, you know, and I'm like,
right.
You know, I'm a thief in here or something, you know, and I don't know. It's just got that weird vibe to me, you know.
Yeah.
It's something. I want something I can say, you know what, it's mine. I can call it mine, and I don't have to worry about things anymore. And you know, if it gets foreclosed on, it gets foreclosed on. You know, it's my fault, you know. But you know, it's the American dream. Get your house foreclosed on. But yeah, that's my plan. I want to get something that I can say that's MSC's. You know, it's ours. You know, and no one else's. You know, and that's my major goal, and that's what I'm going to accomplish by this summer. You know, or at least by, you know, I would say at least by fall, I should have some sort of answer on if I'm going to be able to get the building or not. It's already in the works, man. The ball is already spinning and rolling, or whatever you want to call it, and it's pretty soon it's going to come to fruition, or it's going to fail, and we'll be here for the rest of our lives. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. Or I may take this bitch back home and do it from my dining room. Right. Joe Dirt would have to come over and meet my dog. Right. So.
What kind of dog you got? Is it gonna bite me?
I got a Jack Russell Terrier. She's old as hell though. She wouldn't bite you. But now my other dog, I have a Chihuahua.
My grandma has 3 Chihuahuas.
That dog will bite your face off. He is mean.
My grandma has 3 Chihuahuas. One that doesn't really like me, and I mean it tolerates me now, but you know, a while back it didn't like me. It always tried to bite me and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We're gonna eventually when we get this new building, we're probably gonna recruit a lot of people to help out. So yeah, KK, if you want to help, that's great. We'll sign you up, and you can, I don't know, paint an office or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yes, have her do the painting.
Yeah, because Joe Dirt can't paint for shit. Yeah.
You know firsthand.
Yeah, we found that out. I came in and
I thought I did a good job.
Yeah.
Apparently I didn't.
He had the red wall that you see in the camera here.
It was white.
It was white paint.
Splashes of white.
Right.
Well, hey, that artist, the Jackson Pollock or whatever.
Yeah, well, you're no Jackson Pollock, dude, so.
Splash painting.
All right.
On to drum roll, please.
No drum roll.
No drum roll. No intro.
No.
Going right into it.
No, I don't need it. I don't even have to set it up.
All right. Whitney Houston.
I don't even have to segue it.
Whitney Marie. I don't know her middle name. I don't know.
Crackhead Houston. That's it right there, dude. Now, it wouldn't have been so bad that they. Oh God.
Where do you begin?
There's so much I want to. I have so much pent up right now. It wouldn't have been so bad that they would, you know, had the funeral. They mentioned she passed away and all this other stuff. Now, listen, I'm going to say this right now. I know it wasn't her fault that they lowered the flag to half-staff. It was that Christie guy in New Jersey, the governor there, or whoever the hell he is, decided he wanted to lower the United States flag in honor of Whitney Houston. I'm sorry, but lowering the flag for Whitney Houston is like a slap in the face for all the military soldiers that defended this country, went out there and sacrificed their lives to keep us, you know, free. And it's also like a slap in the face to my father. My father served in the Vietnam War. When my father got off the plane and he was walking down the stairs of the aircraft, because back in the day you would land in the middle of the airport and then they throw some stairs up on the plane and you walk off the plane that way. It's not like a jet bridge of today where you would pull the plane up to a jet bridge and you walk off it. They would actually put a set of stairs up to the plane and you walk off it. Well, as my father was coming down those stairs, and he was walking toward the gate to meet my mother, he was getting spit on. He was getting things thrown at him. They were telling him he was a baby killer. and how disgraceful he was and this, that, and the other. And this bitch, Whitney Houston, gets a 21-gun salute and a fucking flag lowered because she sung some songs. She didn't even write her own music. Dolly Parton, some of that music Dolly Parton wrote. Some of that music other artists wrote for her. All she did was sing it. She had an amazing voice, don't get me wrong. Then she took the path of crack. Her and Bobby Brown decided they wanted to have, fun and do drugs and this, that, and the other. Now, I'm not bashing her drug addiction, but she made her bed, and now she's going to lie in it. Now she's 6 feet under. And I'm sorry. It's just the truth. And there was some radio jocks here not in Cleveland, but in Los Angeles, that said pretty much the same thing I just said, and they got fired because they said it was not fired, but suspended because it was insensitive to Whitney Houston. Fuck Whitney Houston. I am tired of hearing about her. I'm so sick of it. It's just like Michael Jackson when he died. Oh, the king of pop, he died. Okay, I understand he died. But do you have to keep rubbing it into my face every waking hour of every waking minute? I'm tired of hearing about it every time.
Yeah, because sorry to interrupt real quick. Like Michael Jackson, that was just all over like any kind of media for weeks and months after he passed. And so far, we're seeing the same thing with Whitney Houston. It's just everywhere, like magazines, media, TV, whatever.
Exactly. Look, and I'm not bringing up, I'm not name dropping stations or whatever the case may be, and I don't give a shit if they get pissed off that I'm name dropping them or not. Channel 8, Channel 3, Channel 5, all those TV stations here in Cleveland, WZAK here in Cleveland play like 20 hours of Whitney Houston. Does she have 20 hours of music? No, she doesn't even have a catalog that big to play. She's got and then the national anthem. She did the national anthem, and she's supposed to get accolades for no, dude, it's a national pastime. She did the national anthem. She did a great job, phenomenal. She did a better job than Roseanne Barr. But the thing is that I'm not knocking her performance, her music's phenomenal. Well, the music that she did write is phenomenal. But the stuff that I'm hearing on the news that they lowered her flag at half staff for her is totally outrageous. I mean, that's like, going to a soldier and literally walking up to him and punching him right in the face and saying, fuck you. I don't care if you served our country. You can kiss my ass. That's basically what that whatever he is, that governor or senator or whatever the hell he is, Chris Christie in New Jersey, did to all the military soldiers around the country.
Basically saying that Whitney Houston is more important than you.
Exactly.
Even though you're defending our country.
Right.
And she's not.
And she never served one lick in the military. She didn't do anything noble. When you lower a flag, it's for someone that served in the military that died, either a dignitary or a senator or a president or anybody in high office, somebody that did something great. Like Martin Luther King. The man,
Civil rights
activist. He's the civil rights movement. He actually got the flag lowered. Well, he deserved it.
Yeah.
The guy freaking deserved it. Whitney Houston, no, she didn't deserve it at all. She did not deserve the flag being lowered. And that's what pisses me off the most is that
I'm surprised that like the senator or whoever that was in New Jersey allows this, because like I didn't think you were allowed to do that unless it's ordered by the president of the United States to lower the flag. That was my assumption. When the president of the United States says lower the flag for this particular person, then that's it. Because I know like there were some talks, I'm getting a little off topic, but like there were some talks like when my dad passed away, like if they could do like a gun salute type of thing, but they couldn't because he didn't serve in the military, even though he's a very patriotic man, but they couldn't do that for him because he didn't serve in the military. But they did, when my uncle Pat passed away years ago, they gave him he served in the military, right? Gave him a 21 gun salute. So that, that's kind of when you see stuff like this, it's disrespectful to people like that, who actually serve our country, lost their lives serving our country, right? Like almost gives you the impression like, oh, anybody can get a flag lowered, honorable mention right now. Yeah. Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
No, I mean, I completely agree with you, dude. And by the way, Chris Christie is governor, by the way, of New Jersey. He's also a piece of crap. I mean, seriously, dude. I mean, I'm glad you ran about this because I was going to call in and bitch about it anyway when it happened. I mean, seriously, you lower the flag for somebody. That's for somebody important. Who was this woman? She was a crackhead who made it big, and she died of a prescription drug overdose.
Yeah.
Okay. What did anything I just say that warranted her having the flag at half staff?
Nothing.
I'm going to tell you why, Chris. And it's the usual. Again, it's the usual answer. It's because she was black.
No, it's not that. It has nothing.
I'm sorry to say that, dude. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the reason. You know it. Everyone listening knows it, and that's why.
No, I don't think it's because of her race or her color or anything like that. I completely disagree with you. I believe it's because there's a lot of fans out there that like Whitney Houston, that adore Whitney Houston. They grew up with Whitney Houston's music, and
some people would consider it to be kind of like iconic
music. That's where it stems to. It's the iconic music that, like Joe Dirt said, that got her the flag lowered. And maybe the governor of New Jersey, that Chris Christie guy, probably had a soft heart and decided, you know what? I like Whitney Houston. I'm going to lower the flag. I don't care what anybody else says. I'm just going to do it. You know what? That guy got so much flack for that. I've been reading so much stuff about him doing that. And basically, like I said, he's disrespecting any military soldier that ever walked the face of the earth here.
Past, present, or future.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Did you listen to Alex Cox today? Because he was talking about this. And apparently there was a radio show out in L.A. that got suspended for a week because they actually said the same thing you're saying now.
Yeah.
They got suspended because they're saying because they got the thing with they lowered the flag for her and she was a drug head and they got kicked off the air for a week.
Well, here's the thing with that. I mean, they're trying to keep it PC and they're trying to keep it, they don't want a scar or a tarnish for the Clear Channel name, and they don't need any more bruises or any more scrapes. And these two guys, you know what? Howard Stern was on terrestrial radio. He said worse shit than that, and it didn't scar Clear Channel. It didn't scar CBS because this man was on every different channel on FM radio, so it didn't scar them. So these guys said their piece about Whitney Houston being a crackhead. Well, it's no secret that she isn't. She is a crackhead. She did drugs with Bobby Brown. She got fucked up. You've seen the pictures on the internet. It's true. So what did they say that's so wrong? They didn't say anything wrong. Everything that they said was exactly right about her. She had a drug addiction. She had a drug problem. So what is the problem? I don't see it. So these guys get a week off, unpaid, and now they can't pay their mortgage because some douchebag over at Clear Channel decided, hey, we're going to throw these guys off the air because we're getting fan complaints or we're getting listener complaints that they badmouthed Whitney Houston. It was probably one dumb motherfucker that called in that loved Whitney Houston so much that he made a big stink or she made a big stink about it and said, you know what, I want that douchebag fired or I want him suspended and I'm going to have his job and this, that, and the other. You know what? I hope to God after this show is over with and it gets the downloads that it gets and people come and email me and say, I want that douchebag that was on Uncensored Net Noise fired, I'm going to look at him and go, it's kind of hard to do because I am the guy from Uncensored Net Noise and I am the owner of MSC Radio Network and I think the guy's doing a pretty good job.
I completely agree with you. I'm disagreeing with anything you just said. But the thing is, dude, I mean, we had this whole political correctness thing is getting out of hand again. I mean, I listened to Alex Jones, okay? You know, I'm in the alternative thing, you know. And he was talking about today how he's getting these companies sending him letters saying, you can't say taser in your article ads anymore because we've copyrighted the word taser. Or you can't say this or you can't say that. I'm like, wait a minute, dude. I mean, what is this? These people are trying to control speech now?
Well, everybody's...
What is this crap?
It's basically...
So I can't sit there and say that Whitney Houston was a crackhead? I mean, well, what if someone goes out and copyrights the word crack? So I can't say crackhead anymore?
No.
I mean, I'm getting tired of this crap.
Well, the thing is that a lot of people don't realize is that, you know, they get too offended over little things. And, you know, this whole Whitney Houston thing will die over in a couple more weeks. And once the results come out in about 8 more weeks or whatever they said it's going to come out, which it's kind of funny that it's going to take 8 weeks for them to get the toxicology report of someone that was doing drugs or whatever, when they could pull a guy over and do a breathalyzer test and say, hey, you're under the influence of alcohol, you're going to jail. Or
and that takes like a couple seconds.
Right, exactly. And then they take a guy that's high on meth or something like that, and they lock him up in jail, and they do a blood sample, a blood draw from him, and they find out and immediately, like a day later, that, oh, this guy was on meth, or he was on PCP, or he was on this, that, and the other. And but wait, I'm not done.
Remember when
Wait a
Michael
second.
Jackson died?
Yeah, but wait a second. Hold on. I'm not done. Hold on. The other thing is, too, is that a lot of people, they turned around and said, you know what? It's going to take this long because it's dead blood. What has dead blood got to do with anything? It doesn't. It doesn't make a difference if it's dead or alive. They can still do the toxicology report in a couple days. Like I said, like Bunny's about to say, I know what he's going to say. They did the toxicology report of Michael Jackson and found out it was propofol in like a day.
But remember Michael Jackson, when he died, I know for a fact, you and I even talked about this, when he died, was all the child pedophilia popped up again. They were all talking about that for weeks. Where were the people getting fired when they were talking about that, when they brought it all up again? What happened back in the 90s out there in Neverland? I mean, I don't remember anyone getting fired or, you know, getting kicked off the radio for weeks on end because they talked about, the lawsuits and everything from all those parents. I mean, but these people, hey, Whitney Houston's a crackhead. Ooh, kick him off the radio, fire them.
Yeah.
Well, what is this?
It's come to the point in everybody's life that you can't say anything anymore because
this country is way oversensitive.
Exactly, they're oversensitive and they cry about little things that really don't matter. And the thing is that with this whole Whitney Houston thing, it's getting to the point where I'm getting very sick of hearing about her death, her legacy, and this, that, and the other. No, her legacy, if you look back on it, okay, it was a good one with her music. Her current legacy was drugs, okay? And the drugs are what people...
Legacy. I don't remember the bitch existed before this week. I didn't even remember she was alive until they told us all that she was dead.
Well, I
forgot about her.
Well, okay.
Everybody else.
Well, I don't think everybody forgot about her. I mean, they did see her in the tabloids about the drugs. And that's what people are going to remember Whitney Houston by. They're going to remember the tabloids of her and Bobby Brown doing drugs and doing the crack and smoking it up and being stupid and all the cracked out looking pictures that surfaced on the internet. And that's what people are going to remember. And it's kind of sad, and people I'm not defending anybody out there because she brought this upon herself. She said, you know what? I'm going to take the needle, I'm going to stick it in my arm, or I'm going to take the pipe and I'm going to put it to my mouth. I'm going to do this or do that. I'm going to swallow these Xannies and I'm going to overdose on them. So, I mean, that's her basically her prerogative. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended with Bobby Brown. Yeah, pun intended.
No one made her take those drugs. Nobody made her do it.
No. So, going back to, like I said, she's a bitch. Fuck Whitney Houston, and I'm tired of hearing about her. They pissed me off. I wouldn't have really went off about anything else tonight about Whitney Houston. I would have said, you know what, Whitney died. Okay, blah, blah, blah. She's in the news, blah, blah, blah. But when I saw that thing about the flag, dude, that pissed me off to no fucking end. And it just makes me upset that we have to actually deal with stuff like that.
No, I totally agree. And it is an insult to all these soldiers who have died. Considering the fact all these wars are bullshit anyway.
Right.
It is an insult.
Right. All right, dude. I'm gonna let you go here, and I do appreciate you calling in, man. All right.
Anytime.
All right, thanks, buddy. All right. There you go. There's Bastard Bunny. But like I said before, with this whole Whitney, whoever was trying to call back. I mean, I think you know what? That might be our guest. That might be a guest I was trying to get a hold of.
Oh, hey, sorry we couldn't make it.
Yeah, let me just see if this is the guest. Yeah, did someone just call?
Who is this?
This is Chris from Uncensored Net Noise. You're live on the air.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was curious about this Whitney Houston thing. Why, they lowered the flag half-staff for a drug addict, but the people in Iraq dying for the war, they just get a flag given to them. Same thing with Sylvester Stallone being put in Arlington National Cemetery when he dies for his part in Rambo.
Yeah,
it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you 100%, man. And the whole entire thing that I was saying earlier is that it's kind of really disrespectful of of all the military men and women that served our country.
Hey, man, I can't hear anything you're saying. You're breaking up, but I'm going to, I just think it's messed up. I just want to put that out there. That famous people, because of their power, the government and the people that control the world see them as better human beings than everybody else, so they get specially treated.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. I thought that was our guest, but okay, that's cool though.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's just a caller.
Caller,
So,
it was great though. Yeah,
feel free to call in. Anybody.
Exactly, 888-668-0742. But like I said before, the whole Whitney Houston thing is, like I said, it's a big slap in the face to our military when they lowered the flag, and I really hate that people like this Chris Christie, the governor of New Jersey, took it upon himself and decided he wanted to lower the flag just because he can. And I thought by law, and I could be wrong, and sometimes I am and sometimes I'm not, I think by law that the only person that can give that order to lower the flag at half-staff is our chief of staff, the president of the United States, and he's the only guy that could turn around and actually say, all right, let's lower the flag. Obama! So I don't get it. I really don't get it. And it just irks the shit out of me that it happened. And then I got in a big old war on Facebook these past couple days with Miss Whitney Houston. I keep wanting to call her Brittany. I don't know why though. Britney Spears is back in the news too.
What did she do?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
All right.
But
on the air, off the air?
I'll tell you off the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you on the air too. But I got into this big argument on Facebook with people. They were like, why are you so insensitive? Why are you this or why are you that? Why are you saying so many bad things about Whitney Houston? She didn't do anything wrong or this, that, and the other. She had a drug problem. So basically what you're saying is that, fuck all drug addicted people. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying fuck Whitney Houston. Did I say anything about you? No, I didn't. Did I say anything about her drug problem? No. Well, now I am. If you're looking at your screen right now, now I am. Here's your candlelight visual for Whitney Houston. All right? So, I mean, are you serious? Now I'm making fun of her drug addiction. She had a problem. But is it my fault that she stuck the needle in her arm? No. Wasn't my fault. Was it Joe Dirt's fault? No. Was it Joe Dirt's fault? Was it our intern's fault that she stuck the needle in? No. Was it anybody in the chat room's fault? No. It was her fault. And her fault alone. She had people reaching out to her saying, Whitney, you need to stop. You need to get help. You need to do this. She did there for a while. She went out. She got the help that she needed a little bit, and then she fell off the wagon again. And now she was back at it. All right. So now we step forward where her death. All right. Now you got her death, and she's out there to the public. The people out there in the public saying, "Oh, she was an American icon," and this, that, and the other. Okay, look, I'm not faulting her for her music. I'm not faulting her for her amazing singing. Her singing, she can sing. She's got chops. She can wail. All right. The thing I'm pissed off about is that people are bitching because they're not remembering Whitney's singing career. Well, the only thing that people can remember is her crack addiction and her drug addiction that she had. And that's the bottom line. And that's the only thing people are going to remember Whitney Houston by, is that her drug addiction.
And a lot of people see that as like even playing for
Right,
like,
exactly.
or maybe even more, so like more famous or infamous, whatever word you want to use,
Right.
compared to her singing career.
So I'm going to take a break real quick. And here's your tribute to Whitney Houston, I guess, whatever you want to call it. There you go.
If this is your idea of a morning pick-me-up, you're our kind of listener. Uncensored net noise.
You want a date?
I'm gonna puke on you.
Gee, I don't think I have a price for that.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at Facebook.com/MorningShowCentral. Denying one Farmville request at a time. Uncensored net noise is fueled by Cocaine Energy Supplement. Hey, if you had to work on a Friday night, you'd need it too. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. The Project X Show.
Project X Show.
Driven by porn. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. Right here on Morning Show Central Radio Network. Project X Show. Live on MorningShowCentral.com.
Let the word go forth.
Created by the people, for the people. Jousted Out tackles the politics of today, expressing views of all sides.
As our founders pledged, a more perfect union.
Are you ready to joust it out? Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m.
So we Americans must not fear change. Instead, let us welcome it, embrace it, and create it.
On MorningShowCentral.com. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen Pete 99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, Pete 99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee. No questions asked. For more information, go to Pete99.com. Pete99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. Pete99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Hey, this is Steve Snyder from Twisted Sister, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. The adrenaline rush.
All you need to do is feel it.
The thrill of victory.
Winning is the only option. The only option. The only option.
And all the locker room chatter.
No. Wrong. Game over.
Get high on sports. Every Monday night at 9 p.m.
Want to know everything going on with the Browns, the Cavs, the Indians, even the Monsters?
These guys know it.
You have the most amazing effect on people.
You know why?
They're high on sports.
Monday night at 9 p.m.
Then I am in on MorningshowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Richard Christie, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningshowCentral.com.
What is it? It was hot. It's everything in between with your host, Von Erich. Everything in between. Nothing gets me more excited. Monday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on MorningshowCentral.com. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningshowCentral.com.
You have nothing to worry about.
Oh my. MorningshowCentral.com.
Copy that. I want you to stay on this channel. Stay on this channel.
You're gonna like it.
MorningshowCentral.com.
The universe grows smaller every day.
Check out the member profile pages, blogs, games, online forums, video chat, and much more.
You are out of order.
Shut your fat mouth.
One website.
I gotta be honest, this is getting me hot.
MorningshowCentral.com.
You are refreshingly vulgar.
Hey, this is Tim King from Soil, and you listen to Uncensored Net Noise.
Due to affirmative action,
We have a black guy on the show.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningshowCentral.com.
From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to
Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
Live on MorningshowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show,
1-888-668-0742.
Start to lose your grip, then you come running back to me. You start abusing when you're using, in the meantime losing. Baby, why don't you let it be? Like talking to me, 'cause I can't hear you when you're screaming. Shut the door, say why you leaving. Like talking to me, to me, to me, to me, to me. Are you talking to me? Your conviction is your addiction. Makes you wanna get your fixin'. You come running back to me, and there's no doubt it's all been played out. Now I'm on my way out, baby. Why can't you see? Like talking to me, 'cause I can't hear you when you're screaming. Shut the door, say why you leaving. Are you talking to me, to me, to me, to me, to me? Now you're lying on the pavement, 'cause you lost the best friend you ever had. Just when I thought you were the distance, you come running back again. Now it's over and you're sober. You're like my four-leaf clover. You're hard to get and hard to find. 'Cause in the meantime, you're leaving me blind.
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
I've heard interviews in the past from Riggs, man, and this is nothing. This is not Riggs at all, man. I'm thinking maybe that I got punked. And this isn't really Riggs that I was speaking. It was some roadie that was, that was working some concession stand at one of his old shows or something like that.
That would be classic.
Watch.
Where's Aston? Am I being punked? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was you.
If you play the tape of our show backwards, you'll discover a secret message. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, you want to call the show? The number is 888-668-0742. Or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. I'm in there right now. See, I could be at Peabody's right now listening to this. This is Static X. But no. Ron screwed it up.
New rule here at MSC. If your name's Ron, you can't work here.
No. I don't know, man. This guy, I don't know, man.
You could have been at Peabody's. I could have.
Oh, you could have went with me. I could have
went to the Cavs game. Oh, by the way, Cavs got blown out tonight, so that's
did they?
nice.
What was the score?
111-87.
Really?
Miami won.
Oh God.
I love it. I love it.
Well, all right. Well, since we already touched on the Cavs, and I'm not a sports show, you can check that out on Monday at 7 with
maybe they'll bring up
with Ralphie.
Game.
Right, with Ralphie on High on Sports.
If he wants to talk about it.
But LeBron James is in the news, and he evidently wants to come back to Cleveland.
Yeah, there were some reports during the week, middle of the week, saying like he wouldn't rule out the possibility of returning to Cleveland, in near future, like 4 or 5 years from now, or whatever.
Right.
Because he has an opt out in 2 years, I believe.
Right.
He has a chance to opt out of his contract if he wants to. And he's like, oh, I wouldn't rule out the possibility of returning to Cleveland.
Right. Exactly. So, I mean, here's the thing is that, my question to everybody out there in the chat room right now that's listening, if, let's say, hypothetically, LeBron James came back to Cleveland, would you welcome him in open arms, or would you boo him every time he hit the floor?
I was wondering the same thing.
Right.
Even now, now that I like LeBron because he's out of Cleveland.
Right.
I'm like, why would he even be welcome back?
Here's my whole thing. When LeBron first left Cleveland, when he had the big decision on national television, and they were talking about this whole entire thing, this whole debacle with him going to Miami and everything. Now, if the man would have went and just said, you know what,
did it in private,
right, and just said, you know what, I'm gonna take my talents to South Beach, and that would have been the end of it. Okay, that would have been fine.
There would have been less animosity.
Right. And then now the guy wants to come back to Cleveland, and he probably would have been welcome in open arms if he did it that way. And you know what? Being a Clevelander, we got snubbed by so many different people here. Art Modell is one of them. When he took the Browns and went to Baltimore with them, and then LeBron James when he took his talents to South Beach,
the two most hated men in Cleveland,
right?
Art Modell and LeBron James,
right? So we kind of got scarred, the first time, and we learned our lesson. And when we got players that decide, you know what, we're going to leave and
go somewhere else, and then they become successful when they go somewhere else.
Right, exactly. Or
Bill Belichick, for example.
Right, exactly. And then you have players that or was it God? He's no longer around anymore. I wish I had the guys from High on Sports around. The baseball player from the Indians, Bell.
Oh, Oh, yeah. Albert Bell?
Albert Bell, yeah. He, when that whole debacle with him, that was a long, long time ago. And he's like, well, I'm going to go to a different team and this, that, and the other. And, he left, but he didn't make a really big run at it, though. Manny Ramirez. All these different baseball players that left. And, they said, oh, we're going to stay here in Cleveland and we're going to retire here in Cleveland. And what do? They pick up and they go, So it kind of, Clevelanders, they get scarred a lot. And that's the problem.
It's tough. Like, everybody knows I'm not much of a Cleveland sport fan. Even though I live here in Cleveland, I'm just that rare commodity or whatever. But it's tough being a Cleveland fan. I mean, I like the Browns. I do like the Browns. But it's tough being a Cleveland sports fan because there's just... I mean, like, when you
don't know if you get let down every year.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
You get when you find something good, you hold on to it for dear life, and then it's understandable, when that goes away, to have some bitterness of some sort, or just depression almost, like with LeBron leaving.
And it is a proven fact that the reason why a lot of Clevelanders here are in a depressed mode is because of our sports teams. And it's sad, though, because everybody wraps their whole life around the Browns or wraps their whole life around the Indians. And, there's more than life in the Cavaliers. There's more than life in these three franchises here in Cleveland. I mean, you have...
Right, like during the 80s, it was the Browns.
Right.
They got close so many times. And
the 90s with the Indians.
The Indians went to 2 World Series in the 90s.
Yeah, and so many different playoffs, too,
And then the first decade of the new millennium, the Cavs.
Right, they went twice.
They went to the finals once. They got close a couple more times.
Right,
went to the finals once.
Right, so I mean, it gets to a point where you get your hopes up throughout the whole entire season. Like, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're getting so close. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And then all of a sudden, they pull the rug from underneath you and say, "Fuck you,"
right?
And then you're screwed. And then you go back into that slump and you go, the famous saying, "There's always next year."
Yeah, the Cleveland curse.
The Cleveland curse, basically.
The drive, the fumble, the shot.
But here's the thing, though. I don't believe in that curse at all. I think it's, the fans get really excited here. The players, they get kind of nervous. That's what it is. I think it's more of like a nervous thing because they know that we're going to, if we let down our fans.
Like something's good happening now.
Right.
All right, when is this bad thing gonna happen?
They should have kept that momentum at the beginning, like in the middle of the season when they were doing really good, and then they kept it all the way to the end. And I think they probably would have won. Any team like the Browns, like back in the 80s, if they would have kept that momentum all the way through, they probably would have had a Super Bowl championship. The Indians, again, if they would have kept that momentum when they were in the middle of the season and they got to the end, and fall came and we're playing baseball in fall where it's almost snowing here in Cleveland, and I think they would have got a World Series. Same thing with the Cavaliers. There's so many times I look back at those games with the Cavaliers when they were in the finals and LeBron James screws up. The guy got nervous. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like,
and same last year when he was in Miami.
Right.
He choked in the finals.
He choked in the finals. He choked here in Cleveland, and he's going to keep choking. So, I mean, will LeBron James come back to Cleveland, and would you boo him or would you cheer him on? That's the question I got for you guys.
Me, I just think, fans would probably boo him. I mean, over time, I think the boos will lessen. I mean, now that, it's been almost 2 years since he left.
Right.
So, I mean, there's going to be hostility. I think that's going to be there forever.
Yeah.
But it's not as severe anymore. It's kind of worn out a little bit.
I don't think this thing is wore out yet. I think this thing is still around.
It's still there. I mean, it's not like last year when he made his first return back in December of 2010. That was a hostile environment going into Cleveland.
And I think he opened the wound when he said he wanted to come back to Cleveland.
And
it was basically pouring salt on and
I was mentioning that on Facebook earlier. I was like, he's probably I think he's just teasing him a little bit.
Right, exactly, pissing us off.
I mean, just say hypothetically he goes back to Cleveland, but it'll be at the end of his career when he's past his prime, and not an elite superstar anymore. Then what do you get from him? Who knows?
I mean, to me, I don't care if LeBron comes back. If he comes back, great. If he doesn't, I don't care. here's a question for you. I was watching ESPN before I came into the studio today, and they posed this question. Would you rather take Roethlisberger or would you take LeBron James? Which one would you choose? LeBron James or Ben Roethlisberger?
For, like, what specifically is, like...
Either way.
If you're starting a sports franchise?
No.
Or...
If the Browns had an opportunity to get Ben, or the Cavs got an opportunity to get LeBron James back, would you take, and you had a choice between Ben or LeBron, who would it be?
Okay. So let me just make sure I understand this question correctly. Like, hypothetics. Would you rather have Ben Roethlisberger on the Browns or LeBron on the Cavs?
All right.
Okay.
Right.
See, that is a tough one. I mean, 'cause we've already seen what LeBron can do with the Cavs, can or cannot do whatever you want to put on it. And like Ben Roethlisberger, he's had success in his career, but it's been with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I hate the Steelers, but they've got a great organization.
Right.
And like part of the reason why he's been successful is the guys surrounding him,
right,
that make him look so good. You throw him in Cleveland.
Bastard Bunny says in the chat room, LeBron James.
I would probably go with LeBron as well.
Okay. Hey, intern kid, come here a minute. Get on Joe Dirt's mic real quick. I gotta get.
But I did mention that. Like, I know you were talking about. Ralphie was talking about it on Facebook.
Right.
Like the whole LeBron rumors. Like, I guess I got to go back to hating LeBron again because I hate. Everybody knows I hate the Cavs. So when LeBron was at the Cavs, vicariously, I hated him too.
Right. Now you follow sports, right? Sorta. Okay. Now you know who Ben Roethlisberger is, right? He's the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. Now, if you had your choice between Ben and LeBron,
that Ben guy.
You would take.
I have a personal grudge against LeBron James.
Okay, close to the mic.
I have a personal grudge against LeBron James.
Okay, what's your personal grudge about LeBron James?
2010, he came to Cedar Point and ruined my life.
Really?
Yes.
Let's hear about this.
Yeah, let's hear about that. Here, get closer though.
It was late in the afternoon. It was like 3:00, and there were calls coming in like LeBron James and his entourage are coming in. And at first I'm thinking like, this is a joke. And they're like, no, they're serious. So he got the VIP tickets, which, by the way, are $375 per person. And he had like 10 people with him.
Wow.
Yeah. And he just, during the park, everybody's like, oh my God, LeBron James, is he here? Is he here? He's here. Ruined my day. Ruined my day. And I would have forgiven all of that, but I just cleaned the office, and he set his butt on the counter I just cleaned.
Oh, really?
And it burned me up. And you know what? I heard, I hope this is true that he got punched, but I don't think he got punched.
Allegedly.
Allegedly got punched.
Yeah.
But, man, he's on my personal list. Like, ooh.
So you don't like him at all?
No.
That's messed up.
I don't care for him.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Now,
and he doesn't tip very well.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Here's my decision. Thank you, intern. My whole thing. All right. If I had to decide between LeBron and Ben, I'm gonna have to take Ben.
Okay. Why's that?
Well, because there's not that much of baggage. There's not that really a lot of baggage with Ben. Yeah, we hate the Pittsburgh Steelers, but here's the thing: we got Ben, and there's not really a big a big problem with that. I mean, okay, yeah, he had some problems in the past with
like legal issues.
Yeah, legal issues or whatever the case may be. But who cares?
You know, he's paid at least on the football field, he's paid the price for it because he was suspended for it.
Exactly. So that's all done, said, whatever. I think I would take Ben because it would, and plus, you know what? If you had LeBron back on the Cavaliers, it would not boost morale for the team. I think there would be a lot of animosity there between LeBron James and the rest of the players there because the rest, LeBron would probably come in there and say, you know what, I am the all-time god here, and what I say goes. And that's the problem with LeBron's having in Miami right now is that he's not getting the accolades that he deserves, and he wants those accolades. And Dwight Howard is the guy is
Dwayne Wade.
Or Dwayne Wade is the guy
he's the guy
right.
who's been there.
Right, they've been there the longest.
Yeah, he was
right.
there first.
So he's the one getting all the accolades, and LeBron's not. So LeBron thinks if he comes back to Cleveland, he's going to get all the accolades, and he's going to get all the praise and all this, that, and the other, and it's going to be a lot of animosity with the Cavaliers. That's my theory.
Which I could see, like, some point of view, like, it'd be almost hypocritical. Like, he basically left Cleveland to go to Miami because a better position to win.
Right.
And now he would want to come back to Cleveland. I don't know. Then again, these are just rumors, and like I said, it could be a possibility that this happens like at the end of his career. But who knows?
Von Erich in the chat says he needs to wear a bucket when he what? Oh, when he rides a scooter. That's funny.
Maybe when he comes back to Cleveland, they'll find something medically to help his hairline that's been dying severely. I've watched videos on YouTube of LeBron's hairline. They got like a whole rest in peace to LeBron's hairline. They showed it like throughout his career, rookie year. He had his headband wearing right here, like just above his eyebrows.
Hey,
and every year it raised.
Didn't Von Erich saying in there? Didn't the Pistons pass on the draft for Wade?
Yes, they did.
Yeah,
that was because LeBron and Wade, they were drafted the same year, 2003.
Right.
So I mean, we don't need to talk about my team. I mean, they're just as bad as the Cavs. We could talk about that on High in Sports.
And like I said, going back to the whole LeBron James thing, dude, it's kind of creepy.
And I posted it on Facebook and everything about, I hate the Cavs. I'm like, oh, why do you hate the Cavs? I'm like, it's a long story. I don't really want to talk about it.
Right.
I'll bore some people to death, bore you to death, but I hate the Cavs.
Like I said, it's kind of creepy to me to even fathom that LeBron James would come back to Cleveland. Because, like I said, it's going to be a lot of animosity with the team. The fans are going to, you're going to have mixed emotions with the fans. Some fans are going to yeah, we got him back, and we're going to get this championship, and blah, blah.
It's going to be 50-50,
all
every
the way
day,
down.
back and forth, every day, every night.
Now, here's a question, and I'm going to move on from LeBron James. Would you put the big poster back up that was on the wall? Would you do that? Would you put the poster of LeBron James back on that building?
I think I would.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, dude. Not at all.
Sorry, we're gonna take down the Josh Cribbs poster or whatever. If
there's nothing there, I don't think there's anything there anymore.
We're gonna put LeBron back up there.
There might be like Joe the Plumber up or something. I don't know.
But hypothetically, it'd be. I think it would just be, if it were to happen, hypothetically, like I said, it'd be like one giant circus. Even more so than 2 years ago when he was, in his final year in Cleveland, and there are all the rumors is he going to stay with Cleveland? Is he going to leave? He started getting all that circus hype. Oh, what's going on? What is he going to do?
Right.
And then now all the circus that went to Miami and all the celebrations before they even played a game. Well, we're going to win not 5, not 6, not 7.
Yeah, would LeBron do that when he comes back to Cleveland? We're not 5, not 6, not right. Would he do that again?
Yeah.
Would there be a big praise in ticker take parade in downtown Cleveland because LeBron James came back? I don't think there would. And Von Erich made a perfectly good point in the chat room. If we did put the poster back up, it would actually be with him and the rest of the team. That's right. And I wouldn't have a problem with that because the rest of the team is up there.
Yeah.
Because they can always go out there and black his face out if he does leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just Photoshop it or whatever.
Photoshop is another picture. So I don't know. It's just, to me, it's kind of weird that he's been talking that he wants to come back to Cleveland and he's not happy in Miami. And you know what?
Then again, winning will fix that. If he wins a ring,
right,
he could be like, I'm good here.
Right, exactly.
I'll stay in Miami.
Yeah. I think he misses his family up here in Ohio, too.
Yeah.
So
could be a little homesick.
Right. And plus you got to figure the guy got thrown into the NBA right from high school.
Yeah, 18 years old.
Right from high school. He didn't go to college. He didn't have all the college abuse when he's playing like the other college people did when they played basketball. They didn't have all the abuse that they had to go through, and then they had to go to the NBA and get more abuse. LeBron just got thrown in from high school basketball into the NBA, so the guy is he's a noob basically,
right?
And he's really cocky. He's arrogant. He's an arrogant SOB.
Yeah,
and whatever he decides, I mean, I'm not for or against. I'm neutral. I can care less. And Clevelanders, don't let these Cleveland teams get you down, because there's more to life than the Browns, the Cavs, the Indians, the Monsters, the Crunch, whatever other teams that we have out there,
maybe
the Captains.
I mean, it's good to have faith in your team, but maybe
Crunch has not been around for years. Oh, go ahead.
They have the Crush, the
Crush.
lingerie football team.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe like
no. Get sad over them, the lingerie team, but the rest of them, no, don't.
Maybe they could lower. I mean, like I said, it's good to have faith in your team every year, no matter what sport you watch. But maybe lower your standards, lower your expectations, because like you always get depressed every year when the Browns suck and everything. But I mean, sadly, it's been a consistent thing ever since they've been back.
Maybe he doesn't like Miami because he doesn't speak Spanish. Maybe that's it. That's what Von Erich said in the chat. I don't know.
All
right, what do we got in the news over there, Joe Dirt? Anything good?
All right. Well, this is actually first
Too
time
much
we've been
time
talking
on
some news actually.
Too much time on LeBron James and
Whitney
Houston.
Hey,
Christ, I want to get to.
But it's Black History Month.
I guess.
Let's give them that. Yeah.
Oh well.
And it's a leap year, so they get an extra day.
We'll dedicate. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
February 29th.
All right, we'll dedicate this show to Black History Month. All right, go ahead.
Intern in there laughing. That was for you.
That was
intern.
for you. All right. Now we go on to the white news. Go on.
All right. A California man is due in court Friday, accused of killing and eating cats. Jason Luis Wilmert, 35 years old, has pleaded not guilty to 2 charges: cruelty to animals and using animals commonly kept as pets or
my Chinese food at.
or all right, I don't know how to transition from that one. For using animals commonly as pets or companions as food.
Don't Chinese people, I don't know,
eat some animal,
yeah,
a cat or
isn't
something?
it a cat or a rat or something like
or
that?
Duck or I don't know.
know.
Something, some animal.
I mean, allegedly they use that in their food. I mean, I don't know the whole logistics of. I mean, I had Chinese food the other night and I didn't taste a cat. You know, I didn't taste a rat. I don't know what they taste like, so I wouldn't know. But why would someone eat a poor, defenseless little feline anyways? That's my question. Why would they eat a cat? I mean, does it taste like chicken? Does it taste like, I don't know, beef? I mean, what does a cat taste like?
I don't know.
You know, now my father, when he was in the Vietnam War,
they'd eat anything.
They ate a dog one time. They were saying there were some guys sitting around and there was no food, and the drop didn't come for another 3-4 days.
If you got no food and you're starving,
right?
Gotta do what you can.
So they were like out in the middle of.
And who knows? It probably tasted great, but then again, anything would taste great if you're starving for food for weeks. If that was the case.
Here, let me finish the story because this story is kind of messed up a little bit. Well, the food drop wasn't supposed to come for another 2 or 3 days, so there was no food in camp at all. So there was a corporal there, and he had this mascot dog. I mean, this dog was trained in the military and everything else, and you know, he was like the mascot for that particular battalion, right? Well, when they took the private or the corporal or whatever the hell he was, they pulled him to the side and took him to the other side of the camp while the other soldiers seasoned and baked this dog, and they had dinner that night, and they were wondering, you know, where the food came from. The corporal did. He wanted to know where the food came from and realized, oh, that's my dog that they just ate.
Scruffy.
Right. So it's messed up, dude. I mean, I've heard stories in the past about, you know, Chinese people chopping up cats and rats and all this other stuff allegedly and stuffing it in your egg foo young and your egg roll and everything else. I don't know how true it is though, but dude, I don't want to know what's in my Chinese food. I don't care. And the other thing is the cats and whatever, I don't want to know what a cat tastes like. I mean, I owned a cat in the past. I don't really care for cats, but killing a small, defenseless little feline and
cat or
dog or whatever the case. Look, I'm an animal lover. I don't like cats as much. I'm a dog lover. But the thing is that
Would you like some husky burgers?
Exactly. No, I don't. I'm not good with that, man. Not at all.
How about a German Shepherd cake?
Exactly. Some meat pie. All right. Well, whatever. So this guy is retarded. So whatever. It's just weird. It's creepy.
It is creepy.
It is creepy. He's eating cats.
Yeah, continue with the story. Mr. Wilmert was arrested February 7th.
Nom, nom, nom.
Mr. Wilmert was arrested February 7th at his home in California. While it is not known what prompted the arrest, neighbors said they heard sounds of a shrieking cat in the area. Quote, I heard a cat cry, Joe Nuno said. It was a weird cry, really loud. Nuno said when he went outside to investigate, he saw Wilmert firing up a burner. Quote, I smelled cooking. It smelled like some awful meat.
Well, Von Erich in the chat said cat tastes like lamb. But go on. I don't know if that's true or not, but whatever. Go ahead.
What the hell are you talking about, Von Erich?
I guess. Maybe he had cat before. We don't know.
Allegedly, he had cat.
Maybe he ate cat. Maybe his neighbor's cat's missing and he was hungry that night and he fired up a Bunsen burner and cooked the cat. I don't know. All right, come on. What else?
All right. Nuno added that a deputy later told him...
Meow, motherfucker. Meow. Come on.
Added that a deputy later told him that Wilmer had been skinning cats alive and eating them. The cop said, quote, well, you know what? There's some strange things in that house. And, yeah, he's eating animals. Supervising Deputy District Attorney Michael Raceburn would not comment on the case, but he confirmed to the Bakersfield Californian that, quote, the individual is being prosecuted for using cats as a food source.
Oh, jeez. So, well, good he got prosecuted, and he'll be serving a little bit of a sentence for, not a big sentence, but, I mean, is there really a law? I mean, is there a law to skinning and killing and eating a cat? I mean, that's cannibalism, but yeah, I mean, could you really get life in prison for that? No. It's basically a misdemeanor for doing it.
Trying to find new recipes, I don't know, for the
who knows?
Garfield cookbook or something.
Who knows? All right, what else you got?
All right, we got a Valentine's Day story here. Since
this
Valentine's
is good.
Day was the other day.
Yeah, did you do anything on Valentine's Day?
No.
No?
Well, I had worked. I had no Valentine, no girl that I could pay to have sex with me.
You couldn't even pay a chick to have sex with you neither?
No, I had money and everything.
You should have hooked up with Von Erich. He probably would have found you a whore. In a heartbeat, man. You need to go hang out with Von Erich for a night, man.
I do. I've heard some Von. Yeah.
You need to go hang out with him.
I'm sure he could show
He's
me
carless
some
right now. His car blew up on him. Yeah, so
that's not cool.
Yeah, that's not cool at all, though. But when he does get his new car or whatever, then you and him should go out and go paint the town.
Go see whores.
Exactly. All right, go on.
All right. On February 15th, angered that her boyfriend did not buy her a Valentine's Day gift, an Ohio woman last night attacked the man who barricaded himself inside a bedroom, and she threatened to stab him with a kitchen knife.
All right, Joe Dirt, you can say it. Go ahead, say it.
Women are psycho.
Exactly. And they are. In this story here, this woman is psycho. Go on.
Hamilton County Sheriff's Office deputies busted Kiera Reed, a 22-year-old Cincinnati resident, for aggravated menacing, a misdemeanor. Reed is pictured on the mugshot over here. According to investigators, Reed got into an argument with Henry Brown when she did not receive a Valentine's Day present from him. Reed, cops allege, initially pushed and scratched Brown, who sought refuge in the apartment's bedroom.
I would too, man. I'd run for cover too if you got some bitch coming at me with a meat cleaver or something.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Well, if Shannon came after me with a freaking butcher knife or something and wanted to chop my balls off because I didn't get her something for Valentine's Day, I think I'd run for cover. I would. I wouldn't come out. I'm like, I'm calling the cops or something, man. No, I'm staying in there. That's all there is to it. This lady's psycho.
Yes.
I'm glad I got something for Shannon for Valentine's Day because I don't know what would happen. But go on.
Keeps you out of the doghouse.
It does, too. And it got me laid. Go on.
Nice. I wonder what that's like. Anyway, sorry. While Brown was locked in the bathroom, Reed, quote, threatened to kill him and cut him, according to a sheriff's
No,
report.
Bunny, that wouldn't be an awesome YouTube video. Me having sex with my wife? No, I don't think so, dude. No. I'll keep that in the bedroom. Go on.
Wouldn't that be a YouPorn video, not a YouTube
right,
video?
Exactly. I don't know if he's talking about that or not, but I just seen that in the chat, and I'm like, okay, I got to, go on.
She then got a knife and, quote, began cutting the door in an attempt to get to the victim. Reed, named today in a municipal court complaint, posted $2,500 bail this morning to secure her release from the county lockup. And now she's free, roaming the streets, psychotically as it may be. Women are psycho.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, I'm checking the MSC Facebook page right now, dude, and about that story with those two guys that got suspended in Los Angeles right now. And
for the radio thing over Whitney Houston.
For Whitney Houston. And a
lot
of people are
crap load of comments there. I see
there's a ton of them.
What?
Wow.
What are they saying?
Well, so I don't agree with this at all. I don't want to say the names of the people. If you're on our Facebook, you can go look at the names and stuff like that. I don't agree with this at all. I don't think they would have said that to Whitney's face. I'm just trying to figure out the bigger ones here. Let's see. Wow.
All right, well, while you're looking at that, I'll
go ahead.
read
Go to the next story here.
Story out of New York. This is an interesting date, apparently. A wastewater treatment plant in Brooklyn, New York, says it's offering a Valentine's Day date to remember, a tour of the plant. A wastewater treatment plant, by the way. Quote, it's a unique date and one they'll never forget, said Newtown Creek Wastewater Treatment Plant Superintendent, that is a long-ass title, by the way, Mr. Jim Penn, on the Valentine's morning tour offered by the Department of Environmental Protection. Penn will show off the plant's egg-shaped digesters, which break down noxious waste into sludge and gas. Penn hosts public tours every month, but for the Valentine's Day tour, every visitor will get a Hershey Kiss. Those taking the tour also will get great views not only of the 53-acre plant, but also of the Manhattan skyline. And they'll have a story to tell. Quote, just imagine going home and saying, where did he take me on Valentine's Day? I went to see the digester eggs in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. Happy Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? First off, some of these posts on here, and I'm gonna have to talk to Ronald again. Ronald Beasy, Mr. Beasy,
former intern here,
tagging himself as MSC. He's not part of MSC at all, and I don't know why he would even say anything in this post at all. I think I'm going to have to have a little sit down with Mr. Ronald Beasy, because it's right. Yeah. If he can't
Beasy.
Yeah, if he can't maintain himself, then he needs to shut up, basically.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I'm okay with him talking about the post itself, but when he tags his name as MSC and he basically says, Chuck, one of our listeners, I'll say his name though. I'm not alienating shit, Chuck. This is exactly what he wrote. We, the MSC Outlaws, we talk shit.
That's not how we speak here.
No, that's Ebonics, dude, and I'm sorry, and that's on Urban Dictionary.
Right.
So, and we don't, I'll tell you my opinion about Whitney Houston, or I'll tell you my opinion about whatever's going on, but I'm not going to turn around and actually physically bash, a particular person. Like I said, I gave her all her accolades. I told her she was a great singer. I said she had a lot of talent.
We got into we were talking about it for a good half hour,
right.
But if you were paying close attention,
right?
We weren't bashing her music or anything or her personally. Well, the real thing we were bashing was the fact that the whole flag, raising of the flag.
Exactly. And that was my main point of the whole entire story, though. But, all right, go on. What else you got?
All right. The restaurant owner of the Heart Attack Grill in Las Vegas, where a patron recently suffered an apparent heart attack while eating a 6,000-calorie triple bypass burger, defended his place as a freedom-loving establishment based on values our nation's founding fathers intended us to live by. Speaking on Fox and Friends Friday morning, John Basso says his restaurant isn't just a place to get artery-clogging meals like the triple bypass burger. Quote, "What it's all about is a place where you can live the way our founding fathers intended us to live, and that is by our own accord." Inside the themed restaurant, there are doctors and nurses, staff dressed up in white coats and nurse hats, and health warnings on the walls. Diners are given surgical gowns to wear while they choose items like bypass burgers, flatliner fries, and buttermilk shakes.
That's awesome. Now, we had this guy. We had Mr. Ron, another freaking Ron Basso, the chief operator of the Heart Attack Grill, the owner or whatever you want to call him. He was on our show not too long ago. And he finally had someone in his restaurant that finally had a heart attack, which kind of, and they asked doctors too. They said, would that hamburger that guy ate, which was the triple bypass
burger,
right? The triple bypass burger,
6,000 calories,
right? Would that put you in a heart attack state by eating that night? And the doctor said no. You'd probably feel it the next day, but no, it's not going to put you in cardiac arrest that particular night. And, I kind of have to agree with the guy at the Heart Attack Grill. No one is forcing you. I mean, again, no one's forcing you to go in there to eat the flatliner fries, to eat the triple bypass burger.
Or the butter milkshakes.
Or the French fries dipped in lard. No one's telling you to go in there. And
ultimately, it is your decision.
It's your decision. You go in there and you decided to sit down and eat that. That's your prerogative. That's not anybody else's prerogative, but your own. So I kind of have to agree with the doctor. Well, the so-called Dr. John Basso from the Heart Attack Grill.
Yes. Everyone that works there is doctors,
right,
and
or nurses, right? And it was kind of funny too in the report on CBS. I wish I could play this though, but they asked the lady that's playing the nurse there. Someone walked up to her and said, "Please help my friend. He's having a heart attack." And she looked at him and said, "I'm not really a nurse. I'm just the waitress.
This is just my work uniform.
Yeah, it's just my work uniform. So I can't save your friend, but I can call 911 for you." So they called 911. They hauled the guy out. They're keeping the guy's name a secret because I guess the guy and the family doesn't want his name out there to the press or whatever, and they wanted to keep it private to everybody. So, like I said, it's your decision. If you walk in that place and you're going to eat this 6,000, 9,000 calorie burger, that's on you. You want to drink the goat milkshake, that's fine. You want to smoke a pack of Lucky Strikes before you go in there and then eat the hamburger, that's on you. No one's forcing you to eat the hamburger at all. No one's forcing you to eat drink the drink or whatever. It's like in the Matrix, the blue pill or the red pill. Which one are you going to take? So they decided, okay, I'm going to eat this hamburger and hopefully I won't die. But according to doctors in that report on CBS, it wasn't because of that. It was long-term stuff that he'd done in the past, that made him, come up to this point in his life to have the heart attack. The guy's going to be okay. He's not going to die. They fixed his issue. He's probably going to live for another 50, 60 years, I
like what Von Erich said in the chat. He asked the question, did our founding fathers also propose that anyone weighing over 350 pounds eat for free?
That's funny. That is kind of funny, though. But you know what? That's really cool, though, that He has that policy inside of his restaurant. Anybody that's 350 pounds or more will eat for free. And here's the other kicker. If you can get past the biggest hamburger, I forgot which one it was, you will get to eat for life.
Yeah. It's like, there's like some food places
like the Melt Challenge.
In the country. Yeah,
like here in Cleveland, in Lakewood, Ohio, there's a place called Melt. You could do the Melt Challenge. And you'll get free melt for life.
Eric was just talking about like the melt place in Lakewood is just as worse.
Yeah. Well, no, melt's kind of good. I like melt. I don't have a problem with melt. Melt's pretty good though. I haven't had it in a long time.
Hot Sauce Williams.
Oh God.
They were showing that on episode of Man vs. Food.
Really?
Place in Cleveland.
Or Whitmore's Ribs.
Whitmore's Ribs.
Oh my God.
That sounds so good right now.
Dude. I mean, you want something good. That's a good place to eat, though.
Go to like someplace in Texas, like if you eat the 72-ounce steak, you get it for free.
That wasn't it off a movie though.
I think it was.
Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah, I can't remember
If you could eat that 72-ounce steak, you get it for free.
Exactly. Yeah, it was on a movie or something. I can't remember exactly what it was though.
I need to learn how to eat professionally. Like the guy from Man vs. Food, the Kobayashi every year, and Joey Chestnut, and when they compete in the hot dog eating contest every year.
Exactly. All right, real quick, guys, we're going to take our last break of the night. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Uncensored Net Noise. It's electronic. Yeah, so's my vibrator. But I don't have to sit in the chair and listen to it for an hour and a half.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Joe Dirt, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out.
Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe the Printer Guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
Hey, Unsigned Fans.
You are jam-packed.
Hey, Unsigned Fans. Want your music heard? Yeah! Shoot us an email with the name of the band and the MP3 of the song. Send it to show@morningshowcentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits. A 99.5% uptime guarantee and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Coming at you from the rock and roll capital, it's an exciting and fast-paced global forum with the man who knows how to help get your band even better. Yeah! Doc Rock tackles industry issues with informed guests and invites your questions, concerns, and tales of band life. There's never a dull moment in Doc's world of showbiz. He cares about artist issues and escalating your talents. So make an appointment with Doc Rock on Band-Aid.
Thank you!
Tuesday night, starting at 9:05, only on MorningShowCentral.com. Join host Brian for Dominion Live Chicago every Friday night, 11 p.m. Central to 1 a.m. Right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Ow!
What?
Ow!
Send us an email. Hit the Contact Us page on MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise. Uncensored Net Noise. Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Morning Show Central Radio Network. MorningShowCentral.com. Don't touch that mouse.
Besides, you don't run the same gag twice. You do the next gag.
MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com. What do you need to know about the Sunday Hangover Show? The name says it all. Leave it alone, man. The Sunday Hangover Show. Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on MorningShowCentral.com.
Prepare to get your cock rocked to kingdom come.
Welcome back to the show that doesn't discriminate. We'll bang everyone equally.
You can handle that? You got a job.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742. Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
I do have the band Medicate in the other room right now. And my first question, are you guys normal? And are you guys, any of you guys found on Craigslist?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes and maybe.
I don't even use Craigslist. I don't.
Well, you know.
This is us. We are who we say we are.
Originally tried auditioning a few different like band members and stuff, like people who play rhythm guitar and whatnot. None of them really worked out. So it's been the three of us ever since then.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the fine people at the FCC for being such f***ing mug. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys, we're back.
There's P. Diddy.
There he is.
We almost.
I had him 3 times last week.
Okay.
You weren't here.
I was just about to add, like, when was the last time we went a show without a P. Diddy remix?
Yeah, we had him. All right.
Usually, get it out of the way at the beginning, a couple times, like, towards the middle. This time it was at the end.
Right. All right, we got one more story before we get the hell out of here. What do you got, Joe Dirt?
Alrighty. That's like a similar heart attack grill story.
Yeah.
But
well, that was the guy defending his heart attack grill, but I already talked about that. Go ahead.
All right. A neighborly dispute over dog poop turned deadly in the Takeney section of Philadelphia. It happened just after 4 p.m. on Tuesday. Tyreek Harris, 27 years old, is accused of killing his 47-year-old neighbor, Franklin Santana, according to Philadelphia police. Cops say Santana walked a couple doors down Torresdale to confront Harris over his dogs. Quote, a German Shepherd and a Chihuahua. These dogs were running free, said Philadelphia Police Chief Inspector Scott Small. Quote, there were dog feces on several of the neighbors' yards. That's what led to this particular confrontation. Police say Harris then pulled out a 9mm handgun and shot his neighbor several times, striking Santana in his face and chest. Quote, he didn't run, said one witness. He stood there, shocked that he did what he did. Harris at one time was licensed to carry a gun, but had it revoked last month, according to police. The shooting was apparently the boiling point of an ongoing dispute. Quote, we believe this is not an isolated incident, said Inspector Small. There have been arguments over these dogs in the past.
That's weird.
Over dog poop.
Yeah. So basically, he pulled out his gun. He's going to shoot his neighbor with a 9mm.
Shot him several times.
Right. And, yeah, okay. Because there was dog poop in his yard.
In his yard and neighbors' yards. And
right. You don't shoot someone over dog poop. I mean,
I don't. Maybe he's not
all there.
All there.
Yeah, I agree.
If he was ever all there.
Well, I have to say this, dude. I mean, I got a neighbor that has a dog that barks constantly, and their backyard, they have like a little area for their dog where they go to the bathroom a lot, and they don't pick it up in the wintertime at all, you know, and it gets really bad in the backyard, and you can smell it in the dead of winter, and it's really bad until the snow hits, and we haven't had any snow. You know, everything's, I don't want to get gross or sick or anything like that, but we get the soggy weather, you know, rain and stuff like that, and it just turns it in, and then we get the 40-degree weather. Yeah, you kind of know where I'm going with it. Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of, at times, maybe want to go next door and beat the guy's legs off, you know, but there's times like, you know, I don't want to go to jail for it. But this guy literally took a 9mm, went next door and started shooting. It's crazy, man.
People need to learn how to control certain things.
I guess, man.
Whether it's their emotions, their dogs, their kids, whatever. I don't.
Right. I don't know.
This is an out of control world.
It is, dude.
People are just.
And the thing,
it's predestined. I don't know. It's 2012.
I guess. Yeah. Well,
crazy things are happening.
You know, and it to me, with all this weather and the way things are here in Cleveland,
we're having spring weather in February.
Exactly. I can't figure that out, dude. We had 2 winter blasts, and then we get 50-degree weather. What? I don't know.
I think for all the snow, we've really only had like 2, like you said, 2 winter blasts.
Yeah, 2 winter
blasts.
blasts.
Days where it's like snow here, but then it dies away.
Exactly. Then we're back up to 50s, and it's crazy.
But like for the most part.
Right.
The winter hasn't been that bad.
Exactly. All right, guys. We're going to get the hell up out of here. Hopefully, next week, we get Shades of Remembrance in studio.
Yes.
I was hoping for Wayne Static to call in. I did text him, and I did ask him, but, you know, he probably didn't get the text, and he's probably on stage right now doing his thing, but hopefully.
Probably giving you a shout-out right now. That'd be pretty sweet.
It would be pretty sweet if he was, but I highly doubt that, though.
You can be seeing him right now.
I could be chilling out with him right now at the bar.
If you hadn't known about this ahead of time.
I would have done a remote at Peabody's. I really would have. I would have packed some stuff up and said, Joe Dirt, we're going to Peabody's. We're going to do a remote from there.
All right.
You know, but
Let's go.
Well, it's too late now. I found out at 6 o'clock that Shades of Remembrance wasn't coming on the show. So, you know, if I would have known a little bit sooner.
Come on, Ron.
I could have had everything packed up on my way to Peabody's and probably set everything up and started streaming live from the event. And chilling and drinking a beer with Wayne Static would have been awesome.
Hell yeah.
It would have been. All right, we're going to get the hell up out of here. We'll talk to you again next week, guys. Hopefully we'll have Shades of Remembrance on. And check out the website, uncensorednetnoise.com, and our main site, morningshowcentral.com. If you miss any part of the show should be up sometime tomorrow about noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, somewhere around there. Like I said, you can catch it out on you can get it on iTunes. You can also download it from YouTube or wherever.
Or any of the past shows.
Yeah, any of the past shows or whatever. So go to our website, uncensorednetnoise.com, and we'll catch you again next week, guys. Peace. We're out.
Okay, wait. I love you. Okay, bye. I'm not even going to say anything. It's so embarrassing.
The crew at Uncensored Net Noise would like
like to thank the sponsors that make our weekly show possible.
Cocaine Energy Supplement.
Lifestyle Limousine.
Intense Frequency Production.
Guitar Center, North Olmsted, Ohio.
Joe the Printer Guy.
Broken Fan Media.
And Pete99.com. Web hosting done right.
Did you miss any of the show?
What the hell happened to you guys?
Actually, we were hoping you could tell us.
Then check out our website at morningshowcentral.com and visit the archives for this and other past shows.
Also, check out the games, photo galleries, chat rooms, and more.
We're supposed to be fighting for truth, justice, and the American way here.
The views and opinions expressed on this show are not controlled by the FCC, our wives, girlfriends, gay lovers, or favorite barnyard animals. And if you have any complaints, call someone who cares. Be sure to tune in next week for another sick and twisted edition of Uncensored Net Noise.
Ah, conspiracy theories and masturbation. I suspected there was a connection.
If you have any questions, comments, bitches, complaints, or great stories about barnyard fetishes, shoot us an email at show@morningshowcentral.com. And be sure to check out the live show next Friday night, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on morningshowcentral.com.
Must be great to be able to make a living doing something you love.
From Chris and the rest of the gang here at Uncensored Net Noise, have a great weekend.
And we'll catch you next week.